Good day, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Military and Foreign Affairs Network. I am your host, the voice of reason. So today we are continuing our ongoing coverage of the civil war inside of the former state of Ethiopia and the continued occupation of the Tigray region by the despotic regime forces of Eritrea. So there are reports that are now coming in that have been circulating over the past 24 hours that elements of the Eritrean army may be departing certain areas of northern Tigray, specifically areas near Shire and Adwa. There is video evidence that shows large truckloads full of Eritrean army units pulling out of the Tigray region. So does that mean the Eritrean army is leaving Tigray? No, we cannot confirm that. We cannot confirm that the Eritrean army will entirely pull out of the Tigray region. We also know that the Abiy loyalist forces, the former Ethiopian National Defense Forces, which we identify as the Abiy loyalist forces here on this channel, are interconnected with the Eritrean army. There are Eritrean army officers embedded inside of Abiy loyalist formations, as are Abiy loyalist forces, operating jointly with Eritrean army forces as well. So in the coming days and weeks, as we continue to hear about the possibility that the Tigrayan Defense Forces could be downsizing, the possibility that the Tigrayan Defense Forces could be handing over or placing heavy weaponry into storage, I would say that the Tigrayan Defense Forces, TDF, and those responsible for the defense of the Tigray region must be extremely vigilant. Just because the Eritrean army is withdrawing today does not mean it could return tomorrow. If we go back to 2020, to the late stages of 2020, when Abiy Ahmed and Isaias Afwerki announced this so-called law enforcement operation against the Tigray region, which again was an all-out invasion. That could happen again. Very, very possible. The current ceasefire arrangement is tenuous at best. There's also the ongoing threat of a fractured society taking place in the South with the civil war that is occurring inside of the Oromia region. As the Oromo Liberation Army looks to unseat Abiy Ahmed from power and drive out Abiy loyalist forces from Oromia. That is going to continue. That is not stopping. In fact, it is gaining in strength. So as Abiy loyalist forces continue to weaken, the former state of Ethiopia continues to fracture, that is also going to give the despotic regime in Eritrea opportunities for territorial claims. So you cannot remove the possibility of further actions by Eritrea inside of the Tigray region. So again, on the surface, as we continue to watch what is happening in the former state of Ethiopia that was destroyed by Abiy Ahmed and Isaias Afwerki with the start of their disastrous invasion of the Tigray region, simply for having elections that they did not agree with. So again, as we see things continuing to unravel, and they will continue to unravel, the unraveling, again, as I said a minute ago, is continuing to quicken in the Oromia region. Again, areas in red allegedly controlled by Abiy loyalist forces, areas in yellow by the Oromo Liberation Army. The Abiy Ahmed loyalist forces are having great difficulty in stopping this rebellion that is ongoing by the people of Oromia. I would say at this point, it is getting very close to a general uprising by the people of Oromia. We have seen in many cities across Oromia large groups of individuals gathering, chanting, "Down with Abiy." Furthermore, again, we continue to see advances by the Oromo Liberation Army in western Oromia. So again, very fluid situation continuing in the former state of Ethiopia. We will continue to monitor. We will continue to report. We are obviously greatly concerned about the inability of any sort of free press to report on what is happening inside of the former state of Ethiopia. There's ongoing fighting in Oromia. Very difficult to get information and document what is actually occurring. We know that there are concentration camps in the former state of Ethiopia operated by Abiy loyalist forces that are holding, quite possibly, thousands of Tigrayan people. And then again, we do not know what is going to happen in the areas that continue to be occupied by Abiy loyalist forces in the south of Maichu, and in the north, where the Eritrean army continues to be present. Is the Eritrean state looking to annex areas of northern Tigray? So what comes next? Well, we can't answer that question. We would like to be able to answer that question, but unfortunately, we can't. But as we speak, the general synopsis is that the Tigrayan Defense Forces still control large areas of the Tigray region, including the capital, in many areas around the capital, and most importantly, the Tenbian region. Hopefully, for the Tigray region, the Tigrayan Defense Forces are stockpiling weapons, are making contingency plans to rapidly remobilize in the future if needed. And hopefully, there will not be the amounts of Abiy loyalist forces moving into the Tigray region as reported in some other areas of the media. So we'll have more to come very, very soon. Thank you for joining us today. Hopefully I'll do another video this evening prior to the new year. If not, I wish everyone a most happy new year here in the States and elsewhere as well. So again, thank you for joining us today. More to come. Good day.